Nice customers only, please. If you're not a nice person, sod off. Neil here with a ginger beard in the sun, by the look of it, with 2 white racing stripes. But I'm sick of people who are unrealistic and absolutely unforgiving. We just seem to have a spate of people that just do not either listen to what we say, or they don't want to listen, or I don't know. Like, for instance, if we quote a lead time of 7 days, that means we're expecting something back. If there's no dramas, or expecting a part in, or expecting something to be done in about 7 days. But forgive us if it's slightly over, okay? No. What happens? We quote 7 days, 7 working days in fact, and after 2 weekend days, now we were supposed to be open on Saturday, on the Monday they're hustling for it, and they're not happy because we haven't done it. And that's, come on guys, we quoted about 7 days for an iPad Air to be repaired, and it died on the operating board, on the operating table, and they sometimes do, because they're finicky little devices. That's just, yeah, they did, and it died. So we've just dropped it off at a specialist in Corby, so it's going to take a few days for him to look at it, and they're just hopping mad. Like, literally, we had a phone call with them and they are not happy in the slightest. And after we hang up, literally 4 minutes later, this woman marches into the Wellingborough store, who they originally spoke to, but that sort of repair gets done in Kettering. They march into the Wellingborough store and go apeshit. It's like, what the hell? You know, it's died on the operating table, and we tried to do the right thing. We could just turn around like most other places and just say, I'm sorry, it died whilst we're trying to repair it. A lot of places would just go, well, that's hazardous. That's the hazardous, that's the nature of the job. But no, we send it to a specialist and foot the bill to try and recover, get back to where we were and try and fix it. They're called booby-trapped devices, because once we've disturbed something, then something else, a little bit more major, goes wrong. And this woman, and she's absolutely fuming and storms out of the shop. Why? Because, oh, her work data's on her iPad, and oh, she's not got it backed up. So when we offer to give her one of our iPad Airs in the meantime, she's not interested. Oh no, because her stuff's not backed up. Surprise, whose fault is that? Hers. What if this is unrepairable? Oh dear, loss of all the data. Why is it not backed up? Apple make it super easy. I'm sick of telling people, back it up. Do what Apple says on the iPad, because if you've backed it up and the iPad shits itself, like it has done, or someone steals it, or it goes up in flames or whatever, okay, you plug another iPad in, hit a button, and there we go, it's all back to normal again. I'm sick to death of people being completely unreasonable and not treating us like humans. If you like that, sod off. Literally, find somewhere else to do your shit, okay? Because, you know, as a company, we've got thousands of happy customers. I don't want those people, and I certainly don't want my guys dealing with them either, because you are unreasonable, you are impatient, and you have no compassion whatsoever, or deal with people like you would like to be dealt with. Unless you would like that sort of treatment, well, that's fine, go somewhere else. I'm sure someone could give you a kicking. But we are not the people for you. If you're nice, pleasant, forgiving, know that we're doing the best for you, know that we will always do the best for you, and if there's something we cannot do, it's because we've tried absolutely everything and we still can't. Where many, many, many other places will stop at the first hurdle and go, sorry, no can do. Why? Because it's going to cost us money and it's going to take it off the margin. But no, we stomach that, we do the best by the customer, we always have. Nice customers only, please. If you're not a nice person, sod off. That's what our competitors are for. And it may sound bullish, it's not, it's just being wanted to be treated with respect and appreciated, the fact that we are doing our best for everyone. Somebody came in, okay, they'd got their device wet. They'd got their device water damaged, it was dead. But on a water damage device, because it is so costly in time for us to actually look into it, to get to a point where we can diagnose it, we charge a diagnosis fee. He didn't want to pay it, but he still wanted us to look at it. But he didn't want to pay it in case it wasn't repairable. Now, unfortunately, it's the apprentice that took it in, and he didn't know otherwise. And he was probably a bit nervous to say this, but everybody else in my team would have said, well, we can't help you. In the politest possible way, if you don't want to pay because it might not be repairable, you're asking us to use our time for free and our materials and this for free to get to the point. I don't want your business. If you are that intolerable or are that unforgiving, then you can go elsewhere. In fact, for the nice customers, in fact, for the thousands, for the 99% of all the people out there that have used us or will use us, for the great people, the nice people, thank you. Because you know what, all of us know that we're doing our best, and we'll continue to do our best for you. And for the rude and the arrogant and the people that have got no patience and wave their arms around, shout and storm out, we will not be like that to you. We're better than that. But what we will do is refuse to serve you. We've got zero tolerance for zero tolerance. Simples. Now you guys might think I'm pompous, rude, arrogant. Well, I don't know, you could brand me a lot of things, but all I want is to deal with nice people. And yes, you know what, we must, and we probably do piss off the odd person by when things do go wrong. I understand that. When we drop the ball, I'm the first to look at myself and my team and correct things that need correcting and analysing where things go wrong. Hands up, absolutely. We just ask for a bit of patience while we rectify that and do everything we can to sort that out. And that happens. It really does. But for the small percentile of people that just treat people and companies like trash, you are not welcome here. Nowhere. To be perfectly honest, and I think to myself that there's been times when we've had a delay or a part's been faulty, we've had to order a new part. There's been times when that's happened to me personally, but not once have I ever, and I'm 42 years old, have I thrown my toys out of the playpen. I've taken it on the chin, I've sucked it up and gone, you know what, these things happen, really understandably, and left it in the hands of whoever I've entrusted it in. There's no excuse. No, I'm sorry, there's no excuse. I get that there are people more hot-headed than I am, but I don't want that. And I don't want my guys having to deal with that. And the world is getting more and more like that. It might see that we lose a few customers over that, but I'm happy with that because we've got loads and loads of people that are nice and that want a good service and that are tolerant when things don't quite go their way. I'm not in business to screw people over. I'm not in business to underquote lead times. Peace out, guys. Thanks for being nice.